This is part number 4 of a series that we are doing on probably one of my favorite apps for Mac, the $15 Mac hack that saves hours every week. And I think you know the app that I'm talking about, which is Moom. Move and zoom windows effortlessly using this software called Moom. Today, we are going to be talking about how to use Moom, or New Moom, as I call it, New Moom 4 for most of you, using the Editless video two-person show. Now, two-person show simply means that we're probably interviewing someone. We have a guest on. Maybe you have someone that you're doing a testimonial or a case study with, right? You're bringing a friend on. You're having a powwow. You're having a jam session, right? You and somebody else. Now, don't think that it just has to be a two-person show, because what we're doing in this environment with Editless video, the two-person show could be a three-person show, a four-person show, a five, all the way up to an eight-person show. So no matter how many guests you have on, this scenario that we're about to go into, okay, a little behind the scenes, kind of looks like this. Now, you don't need to have a settings just like I do, but I'm going to walk you through how I think a really efficient way of doing it is. And I love to use the teleprompter as a screen. So I'm using the teleprompter in display mode, and I've got a very specific thing up in the teleprompter, and I've got very specific things on my monitor. And I'm also going to be using the iPad and also possibly my phone over here. Okay, so I like to have those peripherals plugged in for what we're about to do. Now, a two-person show simply works like, hey, if I'm gonna have somebody else on and I'm interviewing somebody, I can just use, I'll show you the Stream Deck here, and you just need to go through Editless Video, editlessvideo.com, and get your two-person show set up like how I teach you here, right? So when I click on host lower third, there I am, right? Or maybe I want to have me and the host next to each other, or the host big and the guest small, or the guest big and the host small, right? Or just the guest. Or maybe we're looking at the iPad together, or the phone together, or it's just the host. So I'll go through a few of these. So there's just me in the host mode, and I could click down here and go to the guest mode. And then maybe I want to bring us side by side like this. And so I like to have the Ecamm window. Let me show you where it is. My Ecamm window is actually up here. I'll show you where I am, which is behind the scenes camera. Here we go. So up here on my Elgato prompter, this up here is where I have the actual Ecamm window. So when I'm clicking this button, that's the Ecamm window. So I'm kind of looking, well, right at myself right now, but I would be looking at the guest right here. And then it would be kind of like looking, the guest would be right over here. Right? I would just be having a conversation with us side by side, back to me, back to them, back to us together. Maybe we're talking about something on the iPad, right? I'm showing the iPad, we're talking about something here. We might even go to the phone, and I could just unlock my phone, and we could be talking about people's, I don't know, social media accounts or whatever's happening with all this good stuff over there, right? So really nice to be able to have all of these options to be able to use on the Stream Deck, right? So two-person show. What we're trying to do is this whole video is about how do we arrange things on our screen so the two-person show goes as good as it possibly can, and we have a nice workflow setup. So what I'm going to show you is behind the scenes one more time. I'm going to show you what's on this main monitor right here. You already know that up in the Elgato prompter, that is where I put the Ecamm window. And then here is where a majority of the two-person show stuff goes. So we're going to actually walk through what's on my screen and in what order, and then how we create a Moom custom action and hotkey for this scenario. Okay, so let's just go take a look at my entire screen right now. So you should be seeing my whole screen right now. So here, this is my Chrome window. So you see I've got my Chrome window. My Chrome window is in a perfect 16:9 framework. So you should be seeing that. There's the Chrome window here. And I have it placed just where I want it. You place it where you want it. Now, for the two-person show, I like to have Zoom open. So this is Zoom right here. I've got both Zoom and Ecamm open, okay? I've got Ecamm open up here, right, which is where my teleprompter is. So this here is the teleprompter, and my camera is right inside the teleprompter. Okay, so I'm just looking right at my Ecamm window. Then if I go back down to my screen, which is here, now you're seeing my actual entire screen. The way I do it, the way I have the two-person show set up, is I use Ecamm with Zoom, and I bring the guests in via Zoom. So when you're in Editless Video and you're going through, let's just go log in. When you're in Editless Video and you want to log in and you want to get two-person show set up, just go and follow all the instructions inside of Editless Video, and then just go on down to the two-person show section in the profiles area and just follow along with everything that I teach you in the two-person show. Okay, there's just everything that you need to do in the two-person show is right in here. And then how we set up the Moom windows is what I'm talking about right now. Okay, so what I want you to know about all of this is we're going to come down to Moom, and you just got to set up everything where you want it. So I've got my Zoom window here, and I've got that additional, this is the Ecamm Zoom window. This is the actual Zoom window. I've got all of my Ecamm additional windows for camera effects, scenes, overlays here, right? This is just Moom, because I'm going to show you how I want to set it up. And then when I'm on with my guest, I do like to have the meeting chat open over here. I like to have my participants window over here, and then comments and reactions I like to have as well. Okay, so this is basically how I like to have my entire main monitor set up for the two-person show. And then when I come over here and I want to create that hotkey, right? So what I'm going to do is I'll probably go out of this mode. I'm just going to take you to the bottom right-hand corner of my screen. So you should just be seeing, you know, Moom plus like the participant window, but I want you to be looking at Moom. Okay, so I've created a custom action called 2, because that's my hotkey is the number 2. That's my Editless Video 2PS, the two-person show. Okay, so this is the one we're working on, and you can see my short code up here. My hotkey is Command, Option, Control, and then the number 2, right? And then once you get it all set up how you want it, you can do Update Layout, and then just click on Replace Layout. This is how you change your layout, because you will be futzing. I guarantee over time you will change your layouts and futz with it, like move things around. This is what I want you to know. Get it to where you like it, but know you will continue to refine over time kind of where things are and how the layout goes, okay? So what I want you to know is I'm going to help you make a custom action right now. So we're going to do the custom action right now. And then you'll be using that update layout button a lot, because you'll be futzing with where things go, and you can just continue to hit that update layout button and move things where you want them. Okay, so we're going to go back down to Moom. So follow along with me, head down to Moom with me. I'm going to come down to Moom. We've done this a few times, so just follow along with me. It's this little plus button up here. We're going to click on the plus button, and we're going to create a new layout. So I'm going to click on Layout, and then a new one comes up down here. I'm just going to bring this one up here because I'll end up deleting this one later on. This will just be a test. So I'm going to call this one Test. This one is going to be, I'm just going to give it a different number. I'm going to put the letter T, because I don't think I use the letter T for anything. We'll call that T for two-person show. Editless Video, we'll just say 2PS for the two-person show. I'm just going to leave it like that right now. So I've named it. So the first thing I do is I name my custom action. So I just named it, right? And then the next thing that I want to make sure is done is I just want to make sure that all my windows are arranged how I want them, right? So all of my windows on my main monitor are arranged right where I want them, right? I've just kind of, you know, futzing and putting them where I want and making sure it's good enough for version 1, just putting things exactly kind of how I like them, right? Good. So futz with it, get all your windows set up. And then it's probably a good idea to check everything, right? Because I know up here how I have Ecamm in my Elgato prompter screen. I want to adjust how that looks. I want to adjust how all this looks, right? So what I want you to do is I want you to adjust your teleprompter. I want you to adjust how everything is on your main screen, and then just, you know, make how you have your iPad or your iPhone, whatever you're using, all how you want it. And then we're going to go down, we're going to create our custom hotkey. Do you remember how we do that? Well, going to create a custom hotkey. And the way that I do that, as you remember, is I use Command, Option, Control, and then I hit one of the letters. I'm going to use T. So I'm going to do Command, Option, Control, and then the letter T. So that's what we're going to do. So let's go back down over to Moom. So we have Moom open, right? So you should have had Moom open already from all the different videos that we've been doing in this series so far. So I've got Moom open. I created that custom name, and now where I need to go is up here to where it says none in this little area up here, and click it to where it highlights. When it's kind of that blue highlighted color like you can see on my screen, we want to type in our short code, our hotkey. So I'm going to hold down Command, Option, Control, and hit the letter T. And now you can see in this area right here, it should say Command, Option, Control, T. And then I do want to click on Update Layout. And then I'll get this notice saying, hey, are you sure you want to replace the layout? I'm going to say, yeah, replace that. And now what should happen, let's just go look at my whole screen, is everything's exactly where I want it, right? But if I create a traffic jam, let's just see if I create that morning traffic jam and mess this up and just create my little morning traffic jam here. And when I come in, let's say I wanted to get my 2-person show going right away. Let's hope this works. I'm going to hit Command, Option, Control on my keyboard and type the letter T. Let's see what happens. We're going to say it's for this one. And then boom, puts it all back in the exact order right where I want it all. Pretty cool, right? So let's just take a look at behind the scenes here. So behind the scenes camera says you should be seeing like my behind the scenes camera. Up here is where my Ecamm window is. So I'm just going to drag that down into the traffic jam. So you're going to see me dragging this, right? There's my Ecamm window, the one I'm on right now. So I'm going to make it nice and small. And then, right, we just traffic jam everything. I'm going to mess everything up again, just so you can see it one more time. This is why I love Moom so much. I can come in the morning and my computer's whatever mess it's in. Everything's all over the place, not where I want it. And I've got to jump on and I got to do an interview and I want to make sure everything's set up and looking good. I can just come in. You see my keyboard down here. I'm going to hold down Command, Option, Control, hit the letter T. And I'm just going to pick the one I set up and then boom, puts everything in exactly the right order and I'm good to go. So the one difference about this 2-person show is that I have Zoom open. So one of the things I do want you to know is that the 2-person show, how I teach you how to do it, is we're using Ecamm Live, but we're bringing our guests in using Zoom. So for the 2-person show, I do think it's a great idea to have your Zoom open and then place that window. You could just open a Zoom, any Zoom that you might have, or just create a meeting in general, and then have that open when you're creating this Moom custom action, okay, for the layout that we're using. It's good to have Moom open for the 2-person show. It's good to have Zoom placed where you want it, Ecamm where you want it. I've got Zoom over here. I've got my screen set up, and I'm good to go because I have that hotkey. Okay, so take a look behind the scenes one more time. Just, you got to make sure to set up everything how you want it. And then what I do need you to know is this. You're going to want to make some changes. You're definitely going to want to make some changes. So just know that you're going to need to do your 2-person show once, twice, 3 times. And what you're going to end up finding out that you're going to like to do is you're going to be like, no, I wanted I needed my Zoom window a little bit smaller, and then I wanted my meeting chat over here, and then I wanted my participants over here, and I wanted my Chrome window over here. And just know that you're going to move things around, okay, a lot. And when you do move things around and you're like, ooh, I like this new setting, what's going to be important is that you come and you open up Moom. So you open up your Moom settings, right? And you just got to come down and click on Update Layout. When you click on Update Layout, like I just will, it's going to say, are you sure, right? Are you sure you want to update your layout? And you just click on Replace Layout. I'm not going to do that because it's not in the settings that I like right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on Cancel. And if you look behind the scenes with me, you can see that things are not in the area that I like. So I'm going to hold down Command, Option, Control, T, pick the test one that I just did, and it puts everything right back where I want it. Okay. A place for everything and everything in its place. Thank you, Moom. It's literally a time saver and efficiency hack that I just literally love, and I know you're going to love it too. So challenge time. Your challenge is to get your 2-person show or your 3 or your 4 or your 5 or your whatever 8-person show, however many shows you want. Get them set up and then put your windows where you want them. Create your custom layout inside of Moom. Create your custom shortcode. Mine is the one I actually use is Command Option Control 2 for the 2-person show. So I've got Command Option Control 1 for my 1-person show. I've got Command Option Control 2 for my 2-person show. Let's go back and take a look at this. So I'm back here over at Moom, new Moom, and I'm just going to go ahead and delete the one I don't need. Boop, and then delete. Because I've got my 2-person show right here. So if you are a member of Editless Video, below this video should just be, I will export this for you in case you just want to use mine to get started with. If you're a member of Editless Video, I give you all of my custom layout actions for Moom. So just know that those will be below this video if you want to have them. So the challenge is this. Go ahead and get everything set up, arrange everything, save your hotkey, and then do your first 2-person show, okay? Finding other members in our Editless Video community is a great way of finding someone to practice with. So practice with a buddy in the program, do your first 2-person show interview, but remember, 2-person shows aren't just for like podcasts. This could be called Editless podcasting really easily, right? But I do want you to use that 2-person show for case studies, for testimonials, for bringing on and doing like student success stories for whatever you teach and consult and coach on, right? Bringing in students, bringing in friends, family members, partners, investors, right? Doing things where you're collaborating with joint venture partners or sponsors, and using that 2-person show as a great way of just not performing interviews, but using it in so many other valuable ways, which is what we love about Editless Video, is it's so useful for both marketing, sales, and fulfillment, and customer support and customer service and everything that we do. We create these videos, put them out into the world. Please know that one of the things I really want you doing inside of Editless Video is getting your 2-person show set up, because your voice deserves a bigger venue. And I want you using this as your stage, your platform, so you can invite other people onto your platform using the 2-person show, your interview style show, right? I want you to use that to create your own platform, because having a platform to invite people onto is that much better to get yourself invited onto other people's platforms as a partner, as a joint venture partner, as a speaker, right? As an affiliate partner, as a sponsor, to really grow your influence. So your voice deserves a bigger venue, and this is certainly one of the ways that's going to help you get that done. So I'd love to know how you're using the 2-person show. Okay, are you using it for interviews, case studies? Are you using it for podcasting? Are you using it for collaboration with people on your team? Are you using it for maybe a sponsor? Like, how are you using 2-person show? I actually really want to know, because I'd love to find other useful ways of doing what we're doing here inside of Editless Video. So make sure you get your Moom, your new Moom set up, and well, I think that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one, where we're going to be focusing on our 9:16, our vertical video settings for Editless Video, and how we associate the Moom profile to that. I'll see you in the next video.
Oh